Hi, I'm Julie Hauser-Blanner. I'm the Chief Spa Officer here, and I joined in 2024. Prior to joining the organization, I worked in franchising for over 20 years in a mix of hospitality, food and beverage, and wellness. So I've done the corporate side as well as the franchise side, but the franchise side has been probably the most exciting piece I've done. The team was elevated in a way, again, that I stated earlier about being a franchise business consultant as being a strategic business partner. But we had geographically placed them around the United States so they can travel and be close to the spas they support and understand the geography, because there are different challenges in different parts of the world. So the more they understand and the more localized they are, they connect with the franchisee. They also connect with what's going on in the geography, and they can better assist and identify opportunities to help solve. So that was built out. Now, this team that was also built had to really understand all pieces of the business, be somewhat, dangerous in all pieces of the business so they could be the tip of the spear. Everyone can go to them for what they need, and quite honestly, if they don't have the answer, they can get it. But having one source of the truth and one person to cultivate a relationship with outside of the additional support systems we have at the corporate office is really becoming, I think, more streamlined and efficient for the franchisee. So the role of the franchise business consultant at Hand in Stone, which is somewhat different to other brands. They're not auditors, they're strategic business partners that partner with the franchisee to identify ways to grow their business profitably, grow their culture within their business, the client, as well as continue to strategically build as they want to develop and do more spas. But you can't do that without great assistance and support. And this franchise business consultant is somebody that has external lens that can look into your P&L, into your business holistically, and share best practices across the entire United States that they're sharing with their other FBCs in different parts geographically. So to me, it's truly somebody that is a trusted advisor to help support franchisees develop their and continue to grow their business. Tools are incredibly important to any organization, and some organizations have them and some have to build them over time. And with 2 decades now under our belt, coming into this brand, I realized there's incredible resources that we already have, and we continue to define the internal pieces of what is going to grow the business. But Power BI, which is a powerful resource to utilize to insights for and analyze your business. Profit Keeper, which is another great one. Fran Connect, which we use. Our resources are not only externally from third-party assistant building, but we also are doing internal from an FQE, which is a franchise quarterly evaluation, which we have built internally with Power BI to identify gaps in the business as well as KPIs to push upon and the success we'll see on the top line as well as the bottom line. So our resources are very bountiful, and they're really kind of high tech. And quite honestly, I was very surprised in what we had, but more importantly, thrilled that we have what we have because we can continue to build on that and drive success for our franchisees. Well, it's always difficult to build relationships with people. And when franchisees follow the system and employ with their FBCs, this trusted advisor role becomes amazing. And quite honestly, if they continue to follow that, the success is there. Financial success, growth of top line success and bottom line success. And again, I go back to the 360-degree client experience. This advisory, I would say more importantly, relationship is amazing. I cannot tell you more than millions of times I've worked in different franchise organizations. When the playbooks are followed, it's seamless. They're built for a reason. But quite honestly, franchisees also need to ask a lot of questions. They need to understand the why, because the why that trickles down to their entire team and cascades, they are successful all the way around. But I will say there's one thing. It doesn't matter about the resources, the relationship you have with your franchise business consultant. It's about people. And if you put the right people first, the leaders in your spa, which are the most important piece that you should have, then success follows. But it's about people first, and not just hiring to fill a gap, hiring for the need of your business and the challenge. Sit back and learn and ask the questions that may seem elementary to you or someone else, but they're not. All questions are great questions. And the more you ask, the more you learn, and it will actually explode the relationship into a more successful relationship by just having and navigating the questions. If, again, I keep going back to playbooks, but the resources are important and there's no need to change something that's not broken. But again, this relationship will continue to identify opportunities in your organization, but also cultivate different things that you may have against somebody else that's having as a challenge.